My name is Tylluan. I'm a solitary pagan witch, I'm an author, and the founder of the Wolf and Howl Press. I'm sorry I've been away for so long, haven't posted any videos. I haven't been very well, I've had a really bad chest, and Mr. Penry hasn't been very well either. That noise was Noah shaking himself. He's got quite excited about getting the camera out again, because as some of you will already know, he does love filming. We may also get a little appearance, I'm not sure, from young Archie, our latest edition. We'll see. Today's little chat is about creating rituals, creating spells, and what's the difference. Because you see, when you're a solitary, and especially if you've got absolutely nobody to ask, where do you start with this? What is the difference? There's not that much difference, but if you're creating a spell, you begin with an intention. And what an intention means is basically what you hope to get or avoid. Because, let's face it, most spells are one or t'other. I always say most spells are please or thank you. Please can I have, or thank you I've got. But there is another type which is please don't let, which really comes under the please. But it's worth realising there are things we want to get, there are things we want to avoid. So those are the spells, where we wish for a particular outcome. A ritual, on the other hand, is slightly different. A ritual is something we do to celebrate. Now, the problem with celebration, I find nowadays, is that it has become so commercialised that really we forget what it is like to celebrate with nothing. Everything is about how much money we can spend. You want to get married? How much can you afford? And people are spending thousands of pounds, even tens of thousands of pounds, in order to achieve their dream. Which is fine if that's what you want and you can afford it. But then again, it can be great fun to try and do these things on very little. And it's a knack we seem to have lost. And it's something we seem to be very, almost reluctant to trust ourselves. I mean, all right, our next big one we've got coming up is going to be, our next big ritual is going to be Ostara, because I'm recording this in early February. So Ostara is the spring equinox. What does that mean? Well, it's something that can be measured, equal day, equal night. In other words, the balance is starting to change. We're going from the longest night and shortest day, which was back on the 21st, 22nd of December, and now we're coming to a point where we've got 12 hours daylight, 12 hours night. And it's rather nice to celebrate that. Boys, come on, pipe down. We know about your celebrations. They involve dog biscuits and a lot of barking. But anyway. So that is basically the difference. If you want to do a little ritual, it can be something as simple as lighting a candle and greeting the day, or just saying aloud what you think the day is or the season is. Something as simple as that. It does not have any other purpose than celebration, than making something marked, marking it happening. It's a bit like when we do a birthday cake. The person whose birthday it is blows out the candles and they hope to get the wish. But that's not necessarily the person who made the cake or lit the candles, or bought the candles for that matter. It's not necessarily the same person, and people do things with no hope of reward, which again is something I'd like to come back to. Do you know what that noise is? This talk about reward. This is Noah trying to get in the cupboard where I keep his treats. Banging the cupboard door to try and get me to open it. If he could open it himself, he'd be in there. So that is basically it. And I'm going to come back with a few more videos now and start to go into it in a little more depth. Not a lot, because I'm a great believer that we need to explore these things for ourselves. Please don't be afraid to celebrate. Don't be afraid to say, yes, okay, it's such and such date today. How am I going to celebrate? And don't wait for a special celebration date either. I mean, today I went outside and there was this wonderful pearly mist everywhere. Not fog, it was pearly, it was beautiful. You knew the sun was up there. I mean, when we get fog here, you don't know what time of day it is, it's like pea soup. But today it was different, it was silvery, it was magical. This is the mists of Avalon, the mists of other worlds. It was something about it that shimmered. And you like stand there and you think, oh wow, this is lovely. And in a way, you see, that too was a celebration. I was celebrating the change, the different feel in the year. And that's all it's really about. So that's something to start thinking about. And then I'll come back with another video with a little more detail. So thank you very much for listening. And I'll be back in a minute. Thank you. Bye.